We are very, very happy to have you here, family and friends of our graduates to be. At the moment, they are still students. In less than 2 hours, they're going to be graduates and they will be flying away just like birds leave the nest. They will be leaving the nest of SRH in Hamburg to find their own way, to carve their roots, and we will still be in touch with them as their mentors and guides. They will be our alumni, and we look forward to work or stay in touch with you and also celebrate with you even after your formal journey is over at the SRH. So now please get ready with me to welcome our graduates to be. So we have our traditional music which we will play and invite all our graduates together. So please join me in giving them an applause as our graduates to be come down. Professor Dr. Victoria Bush to our stage to give the festive speech.
Dear guests, dear colleagues, dear parents and also family members, and first of all, dear graduates. How are you feeling? You look very serious in the moment. It's not going to be a serious session today. It's something really nice. It's about to celebrate what you achieved. And I have to admit, you look wonderful. I don't know how you feel in your special gowns, yeah, but it's a special moment and we are going to celebrate your special moment today. I would like to tell you that when I started to study, you can't imagine, I didn't have a mobile. I didn't have a computer. There was no internet. So life was completely different. And still I'm staying here, graduated also, made my PhD, and it worked out, but in a completely different way. And therefore, there's a speech of Heraclit quote, what I would like to mention here: nothing is so stable than change. You will change now. It will always change. Your surroundings will change. The tools will change. How we interact with techniques will change. And you changed a lot meanwhile you were here. Do you still feel the same as when you have started? No, huh? You changed in so many ways. Academically, yes, this is something we did. But also into completely new culture. And that was really brave of you. Who of you is planning to stay in Germany? Well, welcome. Who of you is going to plan go home? And who is from Germany and can just stay here? Well, a broad mixture. So, and what I did now, I was wondering, okay, I imagine you use ChatGPT for your master thesis? No. Well, probably not that obvious, how you would imagine, but still. So I was wondering, well, if you use certain tools, I will ask ChatGPT to support me to ask if they have something special what happened on, today is the 1st of July, something special we could remember that is a wonderful his story for you on your special day today. And then it was mentioned that Sony Walkmans was introduced. Have you heard about Walkmans?
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we were very proud when we had our first Walkmans in 1979, on the 1st of July. And then I was a bit skeptical because imagine I'm the president of the university, would choose ChatGPT and the information would be wrong. And you don't believe it, this time it was right. After 10 speeches or more I prepared with ChatGPT, for the first time the date was right. So yes, the 1st July of 1979, the Walkman was introduced. But then I thought, well, probably I could give you a second example, and there was mentioned in the 1st of July, there was a merger of Daimler and Mercedes. Daimler and, let me say it right, and Chrysler, Daimler Chrysler Corporation, yeah? And this would be a wonderful example that how complexity could be tangled and so on, but this time the date was wrong. Yeah, so be always careful if you use ChatGPT, because this is a source, this is just a text generation program. So it's not really true, or it must not really be the case, and these are not really right informations. So I want you to be skeptical, yeah, always. Use your option for reflection, for being critical, and I'm now critical because the music is still going on.
Sorry.
I don't know if you could stop it, probably to make it easier. So be critical always about what are you reading, what kind of information you're finding. We are speaking already about cyber wars and things like that. That information is really used to mislead you, to influence you. And you are now graduates, you have to be wise how you use your voice. And I really like what ChatGPT wrote regarding why I should use the example of Sony Walkman. So it says, as graduates of management studies, you understand the importance of innovation in business. Sony's success with the Walkman underscores the value of anticipating consumer needs and being willing to take risks to bring new ideas to the market. As you move forward in your careers, remember to be innovative and daring. Embrace change and strive to create products and services that meet the evolving needs of your customers. Yeah, this is your role, but this is not the only role you have. The second role you have is you are going to build a family, probably. Yeah, not only a company, you're building a family. So you are individuals, and don't forget to be individuals. In Germany, you know, we are speaking a lot of work-life balance, but well, we have quite a lot of vacations here, yeah, so this is probably a good idea to stay here. 30 days of vacation is quite an amount to bring people together. And this is what counts, and someone says, the encounter of people is what really makes life worth living. So how many new friends did you meet here in Germany at SRH? How many new experience you gained during being here? And so I think it's a wonderful moment to thank all the people that supported and guided you. You are now your graduates. And now the next question arises, what do I do next? I asked you, you were planning to stay here. You're wondering, is this the right decision? Should I go back? Should I stay here? For how long? Is this the right option? So many options. This is sometimes really overwhelming. And I would just give you the trust in yourself. If you now make a decision and you think, oh, probably that door closed, be sure at least 2, 3 other doors will open, because now you are graduates, you're well educated. And of course, you always can come back to us as alumni and ask questions. Use us as a light tower, asking questions whether we think this would be a nice employer, whether you think that would be a good experience, whether you should probably do a PhD or whatever comes into your mind. Use the opportunity that you made a lot of interesting and well-known people, yeah, that can guide and support you. So here, your light tower afterwards, yeah, and you see this also is a ship always needs a light tower. Don't get lost in the big ocean, yeah. Don't get lost. We are here, yeah. And I hope with a lot of excitement, and I wish you all the best, and take the positivity and the optimism I have for you. You are having a wonderful future ahead. All the best and congratulations again.
Very much, Victoria, for your very valuable and wise words. So healthy skepticism, creative thinking, and innovative approach, and always be kind to your fellow people. So we will begin with the official ceremony now. So we will begin with supply chain management. I request our wonderful heads of supply chain management, rock stars, Professor Dr. Axel Werner and Professor Dr. Nandi. We will first hear the speech by Professor Dr. Namdi Ohuji. It is yours.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure being here today. I did start as the head of the supply chain towards the fourth semester. For most of you here today, I never had a chance to really teach you in several courses. I was your master's thesis supervisor, but I also saw you in some of the courses as well. I may not know you by face, but I do know you by names. So throughout your time, from when you started your master's studies in supply chain in 2022, we taught you the importance and scope of modern supply chain. We taught you several topics and themes within supply chain management. But I'm not here today to emphasize all of the skills and all of the topics that we actually taught you. What I'm here to do today is to highlight some of the most important issues that I feel that you need to know going forward from today. And I'm going to say this today because just like you all, I am also like you. I was once an international student pursuing supply chain management and different master's degree programs in a country that is not my home country. So I want to highlight some of the things that I have passed through that I feel will serve as a benchmark for some of you as you move out to the labor market. First and foremost, it's quite important to have a dream. Dream is the most critical asset you could give to yourself while you are living here today. You would say that, having dreams, you may not be able to make your dreams. That's true. Just like you all, I had a dream when I left my home country to pursue my master's studies. I thought of a possibility to work in the corporate sector. I thought to end up as a lecturer and a full-time professor in the schools. What I didn't know was that I'm going to be a full-time in supply chain management. I started my studies in quantum mechanics, in physics, and ended up in supply chain management. So the lessons there is that even though your dreams are not exactly what you would achieve, but having a dream gives you the pathway towards getting to something closer or something a bit different, but somewhat within the same scope of what you aspire for. It is not easy to live in a foreign country. Some of you have had the challenges of applying for jobs. You face countless of rejection letters, and sometimes you question, do you really have skills? Do you have the competencies needed to actually get into the labor market? I faced through that as well, countless of no's. But what I want to tell you guys, that every no that I had brought me closer to a yes and brought me faster to achieving my dreams. When you are desperately looking for jobs, most times you end up applying for things that are not suited for you to get your dreams, just because you just want to get started. And when you get no, you feel very sad. You question your competence and your skills. But the reality is that most of those no's is a step closer to your dreams. So I implore you to have a lot of perseverance, patience, as you pursue your dreams. So most importantly is that it's important to understand that failure is part of success. So all the rejections you are having is a way of saying that if you don't fail, you never know what success is. And one other thing I'd like to point out here as well was something that has been raised here. You should adapt, and embrace change. We live in a world that is constantly changing. And your ability to adapt to this change is critical. Whether you find yourself in organizations today or tomorrow, change is important. Change will definitely come. And the most critical asset that you need is learn how to adapt to, embrace it, and take advantage of it. Also, treat others with respect in your journey. Respect and equality is quite important. Do not support or be part of a system where people are treated unfairly or discriminated against. For as humans, we are all created equal. Never lose sense of purpose. Your education is not just a personal achievement, it is a tool to make the world a better place. Your families and friends and mentors, they supported you throughout your study time. It is also time for you to give back, not just to your parents and family, but to give back to the world. As you pick up your degree certificates today, a new challenge begins. From family at home to starting a new family outside your home country, for those of you who are not going back to your home country. Challenges of finding a permanent job, making your own babies, next stages of adulthood, residency in Germany or within Europe, and most importantly, questioning your dreams. In all of this, I wish you the strength, happiness, and perseverance as you venture into society at large. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Namdi, for a very, very inspiring speech. We will now go on to the degree certificate ceremony. So, supply chain graduates to be, get ready. So, we start with SRH. Please, the stage is yours. Now I invite Pratik. So I invite Franklin on stage. Now we go with Robin. So now I request all of you graduates to come on stage. Yes. Here on stage for the final set. Pranay. Rucha. Pachagul. Siddharth. Muhammad. Nikhil Shankar. Titinan. Last but not the least in supply chain management, Niranjan.
Okay, cheese.
Three cheers for supply chain management. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip!
So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, family, friends, and dear fellow graduates. My name is Siddharth Papnisheri, and I'm honored to stand before you all as a representative of supply chain management. People often say it feels like yesterday when we began this journey, but for me, it feels like a really long time. For the past 2 years have been anything but easy, and today, as we stand on the brink of this new chapter, I think it's important to reflect on the challenges we have overcome and the growth we have experienced. Moving to a new country, finding accommodation, navigating the paperwork here in Germany, securing part-time jobs, and most importantly, landing internships. These tasks were incredibly challenging. I think every day of my life here was a struggle, compounded by homesickness and daily grind. Yet, amidst all these difficulties, we matured and endured. And today, we stand proud of our accomplishments. We should all be immensely proud of ourselves for persevering through these trials and reaching this milestone. Among all the uncertainties and new experiences, we have truly enjoyed our time here at SRH. And one of the main reasons for that is our beloved professor, Dr. Axel Werner. He helped us settle in and dispelled all our fears about starting a new chapter in university abroad. Naturally, we had our reservations, as back in India things are quite different. The campuses are huge, the strength is different, and the examination system is also really very different. But Dr. Werner made us comfortable right from the very first class, and with his subtle jokes and his amiable character. And his stories from his time back in the industry provided practical insights, and most importantly, he was there always for guidance, and we are truly grateful for him. And I would like to also thank Professor Cordelia. Although we only had one subject with her, it was a transformative experience. She really helped us hone the presentation skills. And personally, I'm inspired by her articulate communication and management style. She listened patiently whenever we had an issue and was always supportive. Ma'am, let me tell you something. Your influence will always be a cornerstone in my future leadership journey, ma'am. And thank you so much for that. Next, I want to acknowledge the incredible team we have here, starting with Sinye, Francesca, and Maria. I mean, they helped us with everything, building our resumes, managing examinations, dealing with all the paperwork, and all the official matters. Your help has been truly invaluable. Thank you so much. And a special thanks to Sabine Westerman. Before joining SRH, my sister and my family actually visited the campus, and it was her assurance that made us. They gave us the confidence to go ahead. I'm truly glad that we did. I also extend my sincere gratitude to all the professors and guest lecturers who enriched our learning experience. Mr. Boris Fort, in particular, left a lasting impression. His classes were truly inspiring, and I even quoted him in one of my interviews. He showed us the heights we can actually reach in the supply chain sector. And last but not least, I want to thank Dr. Uguji. Although we only had a few classes with him, we have heard the great things about his class from our junior, and I'm pretty confident that he's the right person to lead the future students. I should also mention that not everything was perfect. There were bumps along the road as well. However, whenever we raised our concerns, we saw a genuine eagerness to address them. We understand that SRH is still in the budding phase, but the dedication to improvement is really evident. As we conclude these 2 years filled with new experiences, we are now moving on to the next phase of finding jobs and settling into our careers. These years have truly equipped us for the challenges ahead. Someday we hope to pay it back to SRH as well by being an active alumni, providing guidance to new students, helping them with internships and everything. So this is a promise from our side. So to everyone graduating here today, I wish you all the best and a great future. Let's celebrate our achievements and look forward to the exciting opportunities that lie ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Siddharth, for your very, very kind words. And we are also learning along with all of you, and we look forward to working with you once again. We'll now go on to international business and leadership. Fasan hai, status now.
I'm lucky to call actually 2 Ys. You see, sometimes actually mistakes could be good. Like you get 2 times applause, right?
Now 3.
So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, dear parents, dear friends, dear relatives, if there is some here. So, dear all students, especially students in master program, international business and leadership, included sustainability management. So today we are here to celebrate your efforts that got you here. Congratulations for all your achievements. In this dynamic area of globalization, you've not only accepted diverse perspectives, but also thrived in the complexity of international business. Your journey here was more than just acquiring knowledge. It was about forging connection, understanding cultural differences, and navigating the complexity of leadership on a global scale. You studied international business and leadership, and most of the things that you learned was that business is about competition, defeating rivals, and getting market share. You'll also learn, if you just remember some of the models that you learned, like competitive analysis, Porter, fly forces, and so on and so forth. You also learn that labor market is very similar to business market. you're going to be graduated having a certificate in hand, a degree in hand that many other students also have similar. So you're going to enter to the market and compete to get opportunities. You already have been through this process when you looked at your internship. I'm sure you faced the challenge, and especially if you're an international student, due to language issues, you faced actually the challenge and you felt it strongly. So now this is going to happen after graduation as well. On the other hand, when we look actually what's happening around the world at the moment that you're going to be released in the world, let's say, not the market, we have a lot of issues that is happening currently. We have the war, we have conflict, we have climate change, and we have intolerances. I'm sure you're following the news and you know what's happening. So, and most of the time, the problems that we are seeing in the environment are a kind of hand in hand with not a good leadership, right? So I already provided an overview that is not looking promising at all. Competition on one hand, and on the other hand, the bigger problems, micro-level problems. So what you should do in this situation, what I would actually suggest, and I believe that it's going to help because I've been through the same process as well, is to follow your passion. Work hard to achieve actually your goals. In the same time, be very adaptive and resilient. I'm now going to emphasize on the changes because my colleagues actually, both of them, and I'm sure Kristen is going to say the same, like they have already emphasized on that. Change is happening and we just need to be adaptive, right? And if changes happen and we weren't enough adaptive or something happened, it's just a learning and we have to be resilient. That's the point. So, and if it happens that international business and leadership students, you get a job with leadership position, management position, let's say supervision, any type of job that comes with decision making, and it happens that you help, you decide for other people, make sure that you are committed and you're truly there to help actually other people with your decisions. So when I think back to our lectures, the classes that we had together, my most memories are not about the content of the lectures that I was teaching to you. It's about our connection, the discussions that we had in the classes, the excursion activities that we did together, the selfies that actually we took in different occasions and we were laughing. Whole team at SRH, me included, we did our best to accompany you during your journeys. And we did actually our best, and we hope actually that you did actually what we did help you. Thank you very much for your trust. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to have an impact actually in your future life, if I could say that. So now I'm really at the end of my speech. So what I can say is just wishing you lots of success and wishing you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fazane. I think that's the best message we can always take away. Follow your passion. Nothing can stop you. Just follow your passion. Tulsi. With applause. Akshita. Kiranjit. Now I request all of you graduates to come on stage for the ceremony by our president.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and my dear fellow graduates. Today is a day of reflection, a day of celebration, and a day we are all looking forward to. Today, we are celebrating a special milestone in all our lives. I am honored to be standing here in front of you as a graduate of International Student and Leadership Program at SRH Campus Hamburg. When we first arrived at SRH Campus Hamburg, many of us were away from home. Excited, a bit nervous as we are away from home. But we came with different ambitions, dreams from the different part of the world. We came here to learn about international business and leadership, and we've gained so much more. Our professors, Dr. Farzana Zogi, Professor Cordelia, thank you for your immense knowledge, guidance, and support. You know, it's just a matter of one push that a student flies high. So I would really thank to my entire professor for giving me this platform, and thank you for your wisdom, patience, and encouragement. Being at SRH campus was not just about studying, it was making friends from all around the world, understanding different cultures, and learning and working together. To our families, friends, and to all our well-wishers, thank you for your love and support. Your strength, especially during the tough time, means a lot. Yeah? For me, I would also like to thank my seniors and my student council for being a very, very immense support in my journey. They have really loved me as a person and have given me a lot of encouragement. So thank you. To fellow graduates, I hope to stay in touch with you and grow. I would just take a minute for my family, mom, dad, bhai, and my entire family. I know you're watching me. Thank you for giving me this place. Thank you for giving me that place.
So we now go on to our final program, Master of Science, Digital Transformation Management. I now invite the program head, Professor Dr. Christian Kaptein, to give his speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear students, dear parents, dear friends, dear colleagues, it's a great pleasure for me to be here. And as you can see, I brought a little script for a speech. And as you can imagine, about 50% of what's in my script has been said already. So that is a very special challenge for me, but it's a great opportunity to be here. I'm actually very, very proud as a professor and head of the study program to see my students. With some of you, I've actually started working at SRH and being a professor. Now here today as graduates of this study program, and I feel really, really grateful that I was allowed to be a part of your journey. That is something I feel quite particularly about. We've heard about milestones a lot so far, and yes, clearly graduation is an important milestone, and it is because it's a day where you get the certificate, but you have been on such an impressive journey in the last years, and I can testify to that to everyone I was allowed to work with as a teacher in the study program. I'm deeply impressed by what I could see, how your personal development was going during this time, and I'm really, really grateful that I could be part of that. Now, if I'm sort of looking back on this journey, I can say that you have been showing many, many of the qualities that you clearly brought into the study program, that you continue to develop, and that you will need in the future. And these include resilience, that was mentioned before, adaptability, which was also mentioned before, and the thirst for knowledge. Now, let me comment on the adaptability, and Victoria Bush just pointed it out to me. Adaptability, of course, is a key skill to deal with things that happen to you or that are demanded of you or things that change. But it only sort of covers maybe half of it, maybe 2/3 of it. There is one quality I can see in you as my students during the study program, but I can also see that in what I've heard from all the others here, and that is, besides adapting, you need to be able to, well, to contribute and to shape and to actively influence what's happening where that's possible. So besides adaptability and the drive and energy to do things, to change things, to improve things, you also need the wisdom to decide when it's the right moment to speak up and to actually, well, define the future, or when it's more appropriate to adapt and live with things going on. And I hope that this is something that you could say you managed to develop further during your time here, and I hope this is something you have in the back of your minds in the future as well. Now, clearly in our study subject, digital transformation management, you've not only acquired a lot of knowledge, hopefully, that is a bit part of our job, but also, of course, the skills and the abilities to implement those things in practice. But also, hopefully, that has been mentioned before, the spirit of continuous learning, because, well, this is an important milestone, but unfortunately, happily, the journey maybe only starts here. So continuous learning is something that's required of all of us, clearly until we have completed our journey through life. So it's a long time, and that's something I'm very happy to see. I also, I'm very proud because I could see you actively harnessing sort of the power of technology for innovation. And there's one thing I remember, that some of you have started early on a voluntary project during the study program, going, like, even asking for permission if it would be okay to start a new program scraping data from job portals in order to get an overview of what skills are in demand in the market. And actually this work has even gained some recognition among colleagues at university, and there have been discussions going on how to hopefully continue working on that. So thank you very much for that as well. Also something that's been mentioned, but let me repeat it. I've seen a lot of commitment, dedication, and sense of community in our course. And I'm very, very glad that happened, that you developed this ability to work in teams with your colleagues on the challenges, the assignments, the questions, or maybe personal topics as well. And I think this is something that you will benefit from in the future from now on. You will have benefited from it in the past already, of course. And maybe these are three things that I hope that you will be able to embrace in the future. And one thing is that I hope you embrace challenges that come your way. And let me do a little footnote here for the challenges. Challenges tend to have the connotation of being something we don't really like, something that we find hard to deal with, something that's challenging, that's sort of the word. But on the other hand, these are the mere opportunities for maybe developing new perspectives, for learning things, for reflecting upon ourselves. If things go well, first shot, nice. What are you going to change? Nothing, because you're doing great anyway. If something does not go fully as you thought it would go, or you find it more difficult, this is actually the opportunity to look upon things and look, interesting, maybe you can do something different. Let's see how others are approaching that, and so on and so forth. So this is a source for learning. So embrace challenges that come your way, keep doing this. That's one thing. Then stay curious. Always be open-minded. Go like, this is surprising, I don't understand, whatever. Be curious, ask questions. This is going to be a great driver for new information, for input, for creativity, and also for the attitude of problem solving. And the third one that might link to the topic I mentioned before of shaping the future is continue to push the boundaries of what is known, acceptable, what is possible, and ask questions. Keep attempting to do something differently. Be sort of alert, of course, where it makes sense and where it doesn't, but keep pushing boundaries. So these three things: embrace challenges that come your way, stay curious, and continue to push the boundaries of what is possible. Something I would really like to ask you to keep in the back of my mind. Now, as I said, I'm truly honored to having been part of your academic careers, and I would like to thank you for that, and I do wish you all the best for the future. And I can only say, if I'm speaking about you as my students, I sort of mean that. You'll always stay my students to some degree, and I really thank you for that.
Nikhil Joshi. Sharon. Last but not least, Ashna.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to keep it short since you are already bored and waiting for the celebrations to start. So, moin and namaste and good evening to all distinct faculty, our guests, proud family and friends, and fellow graduates. It's an honor to stand before you today. So as I look at all of you, I filled with a profound sense of gratitude and accomplishment, and today marks a significant milestone in our lives. So being an expat and leaving our familiar environments and looking that takes commitment and courage. We have faced numerous challenges when we started our master's journey, but it was all in pursuit for our dreams, as I agree with Professor Oguchi. So, and I would also like to quote here that it all starts with a dream, and the dream that we have thrived for excellence, and it took us commitment and courage. So, so I remember I started in the campus when it was at Esplanade, it was quite small, and it has grown to be a beautiful campus now. And I have witnessed not only exponential growth in myself, but also in the campus. And I'm confident that SRH taps the untapped potential and grows and gives us this growth to be proud of, not only as the students but also now as the alumni. And now we do all owe a debt of gratitude to our professors, faculties, and who have inspired us, challenged us throughout this journey, and their passion for teaching and commitment to our success have made a lasting impact in our lives. A special thank you to Sabine for, of course, and of course to our professors to helping us to helping us in Hamburg and proudly calling it as a Heimathafen. Thank you so much. Also, I would like to today share one of the examples of SRH's professors' great teaching and commitment in making the lectures useful and practical, particularly in the topic of coaching skills, which transform the learning experience into a practical workshop. For me, this not only enhanced my skills, but also was proved invaluable in my master thesis and also now in my career at Sajista. So thanks to the professors for that. And this is just one of the examples how digital transformation course has helped me to develop professionally. Additionally, I want to thank the company Next Statista and my thesis supervisor Martin Chusla and Dr. Professor Christian Captain in guiding me through tough times and helping me navigate this journey. To our families, you are an unwavering support and encouragement and have been the foundation upon which we have built our dreams. So thanks for believing in us even when we doubted ourselves. This achievement is dedicated to you, and I know you are proud watching us live. And to my friends, thank you for being there and making Hamburg my second home. At last, to my fellow graduates, congratulations. We have achieved something invaluable, remarkable, and today we celebrate the achievement. But let us remember that this is just the beginning. The future is ours to create, and I have no doubt that we will accomplish incredible things. Thank you and congratulations to all the graduates.
Thank you very much, Nikhil. And once again, a very warm congratulations to all of you. Excellently done. Celebrate yourselves. The last part, we now finally come to the last part of this ceremony. I now invite our wonderful Sabina Westermann on stage to give the vote of thanks. Thank you, Sabina. Thank you so much.
A bachelor oath. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you all for joining today's graduation here at the Heimathafen. Thank you, Nikhil. As well as, of course, online. We'll see the line is on again. We're very happy about this. So guess what? I prepared some words. The words we were just listening to. But if you are the last person on stage, you are able to wrap it up. So I'm very happy about this now. Thanks for that. We are celebrating the remarkable achievement of our international master students, graduates. It is a privilege for me to stand before you and express great gratitude and pride. First of all, I extend my appreciation to our dedicated faculty members, professors as well as lecturers. Your commitment to education, mentorship, and guidance has shaped these graduates into competent professionals. Your passion for teaching and research has left an important mark on their academic journey. My thanks goes to the head of study program, Professor Dr. Faza Misogi, Professor Dr. Christian Kaptein, Professor Dr. Namdio Guji. Thanks to our academic manager, dear Professor Dr. Cordelia Friesendorf, academic coordinator, Maria, where are you? She is left. And Professor Dr. Axel Werner, of course, who accompanied the supply chain cohort. My grateful thanks goes to our president, Professor Dr. Victoria Büsch, and the supportive members of the Academic Senate of SRH University of Applied Sciences. I really appreciate your stay here today. And to my administrative colleagues, of course, who are working in the service, marketing, and admission departments. You are planning, supporting, and coordinating have ensured the smooth functioning of the programs and the daily business. Without your effort, today's celebration would not be possible. My thanks goes to Nicole, Silje, Rahel, Liz, Francesca, Camilla, where are you? And Ellie, thank you so much. And I would also like to thank all our students who are helping here. And I'm not saying all the names, but first of all, thank you so much, Nasser, for taking those pictures. And it's a great remembrance which the students will have. And all our students in the back, so thank you so much for your help. I also want to special mention your family and friends who supported you from day one on, encouraged you through all those years and semesters. Your pride today is well deserved. And lastly, to our graduates, the heart and soul of this campus. In the last 2 years, you have overcome personal growth and sometimes also personal challenges. You worked hard to adapt to a new culture. You demonstrated endurance by learning the German language and not only the Moin. You got used to the wonderful Schmuddelwetter in Hamburg. You dealt with circumstances such as strikes throughout the country and across the industries. You found jobs and internships. We moved together to our new Heimathafen, the SRH Campus Hamburg, and I am very sure at the end you also met friends for life. Your dedication to academic excellence, extracurricular involvement, as well as becoming a part of the German society inspires us all. My special thanks goes out to all students who actively supported and worked in the Student Council of SRH Campus Hamburg. Thanks for your essential help and involvement during the onboarding phase of our newbies, the welcome days, the semester parties, the social beats, the grand opening last year, as well as previous graduations. Your work made it possible to implement great ideas at SRH Campus Hamburg in the interest of all our students. As you all now step into the next phase of your journey, please remember that you should not only aim for a successful career, also search for a job where you can live out your strengths. Find a company where your personality will be able to grow, where you can shape and develop your ideas, where your action can make a difference. In closing, let us celebrate not just the degree earned today, but also all your experience you have made through this journey. To our graduates, may your future be as bright as the smile on your face today. Thank you so much and congratulations. The buffet is open. You can get some drinks now. You can have some snacks now. So now the celebration is going to start. Thank you so much.